Hello everyone, this is dd_Richard1 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a pretty early prototype of the Jimmy Bill Murray pop culture figure. So this was part of the Jimmy Pop Culture series. It's one of the last ones that was ultimately released. I believe this was sold in 2006 exclusively at Spencer's Gifts. And we have on the left here a very early prototype, and on the right we have a production model. So this guy underwent a pretty good amount of changes from the early stage to production. This is actually not the earliest one ever, but it is definitely one of the earliest. So this guy has a bit of a different head sculpt. He's resin, and there's just some little things here and there that are different in various spots. Um, the produce is still made very well. He has a vinyl head and then injection molded body pieces. Um, I think the shoes might be vinyl. And then this is actually kind of a soft PVC. You can actually squish it, the little gopher head. But aside from the sculpt, in terms of differences, the hat is a bit different. You can see with the pattern. The shirt is pretty much the same. The pitchforks are quite different, primarily the way that it's held. You can see this one is just kind of rammed in there and it's in a different position. Also has a bit more paint detailing on it versus this one, although there is still a good amount of paint detailing on this one. You can see the pants are a little different in terms of color and the pattern. And then the gopher just has a bit more detail, as you can see, than this one. Actually, a lot more detail, but some of that might have to do, if I can focus on him, with the way it's painted. Um, but a lot of it is just, there's more detail on this one, which is pretty cool. And then the base is obviously different. This is a screen printed grass, and this is just kind of painted varying shades of green. So you can see here, this actually says the proper voltage he takes, and this one does not. Um, these guys kind of act weird, like this prototype one here. It acts a little odd with the adapter. This one in production would behave normally. I guess I'll show the bottoms of the base. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. So here's the bottom. Just says Jimmy Industries with the logo they were using by that point in time. And there's some trademark information about the IP. And then with this guy, it's a bit different. It has a prototype label. There was another thing that's covered that might have just had like a handwritten trademark information there. And then it's blank. This is one of the present and pop culture figure bases, just modified. Um, yeah, they turn their heads and their mouths move. There is an unused phrase on the prototype that was not on the produced model, which is kind of shocking considering the clientele. This was a Spencer's Gifts piece. The phrase that he says, "I smell varmint poontang," which is just wild, but it is a line from the movie, and on the produced model, they did not get that. His head turns very fast, so it's a little concerning, but in terms of repair, this guy's mouth mech is still original. It was just pretty locked up. There was a split gear in the head turn, and the gearbox was super yellow. I was pretty concerned when I was repairing it, first of all, just because there's some resin components to it, but also the fact that it was so yellow, it looked like it could just shatter at any moment, but somehow it is still strong enough to withstand the functionality here. But yeah, all in all, there's just little minor changes with the body sculpt and the arms. There's a bit more detailing here. And then this is a similar but pretty different head sculpt. And this wasn't the first change that was made either. So there were several little revisions made to the face. Uh, Joe P on his channel actually has another prototype sample, Bill Murray. Um, but it's a little bit later than this. It's between these in terms of timeline. The base is painted a little different. The face looks a bit different, etc. and I don't believe it has the unused phrase. But there's not much else to say about it, so I guess I'll just demo them here. We'll get started.
Gunga, Galunga, Gunga, Gunga, La Gunga.
And for reference, here's the produced. This has a soft button, this has a clicky button.
Gunga, Galunga, Gunga, Gunga, La Gunga. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Cinderella story, out of nowhere, former greenskeeper, now about to become the Masters champion.
Unfortunately, there is some paint loss here. And fun fact, this is the exact same one that's on the box in the stock photo. So that's really neat to see after all this time.
Big hitter, long. And that's all she wrote. He's got a beautiful backswing. Oh, he got out of that one. It's in the hole.
That phrase is a bit weird because there's a long pause. Definitely different from production.
You're lean, and you're mean, and you're not too far between either, I bet, are ya? You beast. You savage. Come on, bark like a dog for me. I smell varmint, poontang.
So there it is. There's the unused phrase. Again, really surprised that they scrapped it considering it was sold at Spencer's Gifts.
It's in the hole. Hey, Llama. That was about a little something for, for the effort. Gunga, Galunga. Gunga, Gunga, La Gunga.
Turn off the flash for a few activations. I just like to use the flash because it captures more of the little details, but he does look better here.
So I got that going for me, which is nice. Cinderella story, out of nowhere, former greenskeeper, now about to become the Masters champion. Big hitter, long, and that's all she wrote. He's got a beautiful backswing. Oh, he got out of that one. It's in the hole. You're lean, and you're mean, and you're not too far between either, I bet, are ya?
So yeah, there he is. It's a really neat piece. The voice actor did a pretty solid impression of Bill Murray, and this is Carl Spackler. The face was changed over time to look a little less identical to Bill Murray for various reasons. So that's part of the reason for the head change. They also just made the head a little smaller, but it's pretty similar still, which is neat. But yeah, there's not much else to say here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I guess comment down below if you'd like to see more prototype pop culture kind of things. And I still have a lot of tabletop unreleased or prototype pieces that I just haven't filmed. Some of them I've got recently, others I've had for years. I just haven't gotten around to filming them. And I might not be posting as frequently as I've done before because of the recent issues with YouTube, but I still enjoy posting, so I'm going to keep making videos for you guys. I'm going to try and push myself to keep doing it. But that's about it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this, and it's awesome to see another piece of history restored and preserved. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.